You guys, Attorney Crump has been watching my videos, liking and reposting. Go to his Instagram. So I do this because I just know I'm good at it. I find things, I'm good at incident investigations. That's what I've done for 20 years. And I really care about people. And he's reposting my work. So anything you guys have, I'm just going to keep talking about it, keep focusing on it, and sending it to him to repost.
Wait, major update on Nolan. So you're telling me the news and police lied that Nolan friends did not give back his phone to the mom. The mom had to track the phone down and go to the friend house and make them give the phone back, where both his Snapchats have been wiped of everything that happened that day and conversation.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up.
Family, we are back. Thanks for being here. It does mean a lot. Meet me in the comment section, y'all. Let's get the comments and a thumbs up, more popping. Anyways, make sure you give your time to a person that makes you a priority and not an option. Never be an option to anybody. Real talk. I don't care what type of relationship it is, business, romantic, whatever. Never be another person's option. You gotta be a priority, and don't let a person treat you like an option. But thanks for being here. We're gonna get to the content. It's a lot of stuff going on with this situation, and I think it's time that somebody steps in to overtake this, as far as like someone of a higher authority level than the sheriff department there in Mississippi. It's Mississippi. Come on, man. Real talk. So the alleged updates now is that there was a party after the island. There were mishaps with getting the keys. There were lies about the keys. The keys were supposed to be on the Xbox, and the guys were sleeping and this and that, like they didn't know what happened, and some girl said where they were. It's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. But these things create massive confusion. Confusion can create an out for the other parties involved that had something to do with whatever happened to this dude. I really feel like it's time for the legal team to stop talking so much. Stop letting these people know the moves so that they can counter those same moves. I feel like every time they get out here and talk and tell what they have or don't have, it's giving these people options. But we're going to react to a few clips, and we're going to also maybe put in some Brandy clips also. People are talking about her appearance and a change and this and that. And I want to say this, be mindful, be polite, because people said the same thing about Chad Boseman. And then what happened? Anyways, let's get to the content.
Then they lied about not knowing where Nolan car keys was, to the where they homegirl said, Cap, the keys is on top of the Xbox. She seen him put it there, and his homeboys had to go get it. The dad took a boat to the island on July 5th to try to find his body. They could not find it. He went missing July 4th, but he magically appeared July 6th. There were people on the island and all. No one seen a body float on July 6th when no one was there. That's when the body appeared. Yo, do you think we stupid? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what Mississippi Sheriff Department got going on, but at this point, a higher power needs to investigate this. Bring the FBI or private investigators, because clearly the Sheriff Department got some other means.
All right, so with that being said, bring a higher power. Facts. The moment that it came out that the mother of one of these people that might be involved was a judge, I'm sure she's probably a judge in the same county where the sheriffs that are investigating this matter are probably located. I'm not saying that's facts, but it's just a high probability in my opinion. And I think that brings in indifference. It'll be a certain type prejudice. So now you're dealing with people that look the same and will stick together based on that. But we know how some of these law people stick together too. Badge over everything, oath over everything. Like, they're gonna stick together, period. They're saying something about a party, pool party, and there's some things coming out about maybe things happened and the timeline is off. More people are coming out and more details are going to emerge. But if the timeline is off, that's clearly grounds to detain all of these people that provided a false timeline. Because what's the catalyst to giving false information? After you've lawyered up and this and that and you claim to be cooperating, make it make sense. Full cooperation is not making these people have to go through hoops to get their son's phone and things like that. Like, you gotta really make this make sense. Check this clip out.
Breaking news out of Mississippi. New claims are surfacing that could dramatically change the timeline in the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Social media posts and what appear to be screenshots of messages are now circulating online, claiming Nolan attended a 4th of July pool party after leaving Horn Island. If these claims are accurate, they would directly conflict with the widely reported timeline that Nolan never returned from the island. The post also contains serious allegations about a fight, Nolan's phone, deleted messages, and events that allegedly occurred later that night. At this time, these claims have not been independently verified by Free Press Action Network or confirmed by law enforcement. If these screenshots are authentic, investigators will likely need to determine who sent them, when they were written, and whether they match available digital evidence. Every new claim raises more questions. Every timeline matters. Every piece of evidence deserves scrutiny. We're not here to convict anyone.
Listen, y'all, the timeline is very important. Very important. But this is the thing, y'all. A lack of video footage, if they're partying and this and that, they're all on a boat taking pictures and this and that. If Nolan went to a party afterwards, I want to see some footage. I really do. We're in 2026 where people keep their cell phones on them and ready. These new phones are coming out with buttons that'll go, one button that'll take you straight to the camera. Period. There's a video floating around where there's an African American chick and she's at a party with predominantly Caucasian people and she's screaming, my hair, no, no, no. And a dude goes behind her, grabs her and kind of suplexes her in the water. But when you look at that pool, it's about the size of a jacuzzi for real. And there are things that could obstruct a person's fall and leave them injured. That scenario let me know, like, something like that could happen. And it's all fun and laughs. But when it goes bad, people will panic. Things will happen. And it reminded me, I ain't gonna say it reminded me, but it just put some thoughts in my head about this Nolan situation. I really wonder if they were having fun and then something happened and they just panicked. But nevertheless, somebody better step in because I don't think this whole thing's being handled right. I'm out. Peace.